He walked up to me and he asked me if I wanted to dance. He looked kinda nice and so I said I might take a chance. When he danced, he held me tight. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with an Earth 2 update video. Thank you everyone for joining. For those of you who are confused, when I publish videos, at least for Earth 2 anyway, I do try to do them at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes I'm a little bit off by like an hour or so, like today. But in case I'm way off, kind of like today, just hit the bell, and this way you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. Now, let us get into the update. We have a update. Dear Earth 2 users, a few hours ago, a problem was fixed. Our fix was deployed for our login issue, and we have been monitoring ever since. Login for those affected seems to be operational now, and most users should be able to log back in. We would like to note that any users who have intentionally attempted to exploit our system from within their accounts the past 2 days should refrain from using their accounts and contact us immediately. We maintain logs of all internal transactions, traced IP addresses, and are currently mapping out connections from the transactions of those accounts, so it would be advisable to contact us first if you wish for your account to remain active and further actions taken. Attempting to intentionally exploit our system could be considered a criminal act, and we will protect and defend the best interests of other users who are playing fair. Thank you. All right. They are really laying down the law with that one. And that is the update. So for us, we have questions that I will answer, all of your questions. When are we likely to see a Phase 2 video? Okay, well, this will... You guys deserve wide angle of me. This will be coming in the next few weeks. There is a light at the end of the tunnels for the developers. Soon we will all be able to stop saying "go to sleep, Shane." Everyone for right now, though, press "go to sleep, Shane" in the comments. The hiring process isn't horribly lengthy, and the land income tax should be almost fixed. The login issue seems to be fixed for now, and the servers will seem to be up and running well. Remember that being a business owner means that most of your time is spent fixing problems and not working on the problems you want to work on. But once these last few things are wrapped up, they can start working on the next phases. But before they release that video, they're going to make sure that what has happened over the last few weeks doesn't happen again. They will continue to get new equipment to keep up with the pace of traffic that we've been seeing. I think that the prices of the tiles now, even America's at $30 a share, $30 a tile, will look cheap compared to what's to come in the future. This is all just my opinion, but that's why I'm still all in on this game. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice, I say every time in the description, but will oil be a resource? I'm almost positive oil will be a resource. We just saw aircraft in the trailer of this game, so unless we can pull an Elon Musk and build an electric jet, many of the ways to travel will be run by oil. I do think that the developers lean left politically. Most tech people are. Anyone who's in coding, Silicon Valley, they tend to be a little bit more Democrat. So I wouldn't be surprised if there will be incentives to try and use solar, wind, and electricity for things as opposed to fossil fuels. Excuse me. It might even come into play where we eventually might have to pay a penalty for using oil and gas because of the damage it might cause to our virtual world. That's just something I'm speculating. That might not happen because, again, it's a virtual world, so it should be impossible to pollute it, I would hope. But then that doesn't really incentivize us to use electric, wind, or solar. I don't know how that'll be used. All remains a mystery for now. Javier Velasquez says he won't be comfortable until they publish a guide. The thing about a guide is that normally it's put out for games like Pokemon or Metroid or Kirby, where you can tell where every enemy, every item, or every health potion is. With this game, there won't be anything set in stone in any one or any all areas. The guide, if any, would probably be about what structures produce what materials. I don't even know if they'd name all of the structures because we're going to have a tech tree, and it might spoil some surprises in the game that we're meant to discover if a guidebook were to come out before everyone figured out that tech tree. Again, just my opinion. If there was any sort of guide, it would actually probably be a tutorial or something from Guidebook Gaming. Link to their Twitch down below. They do always they do giveaways every single day, so I definitely check them out. I watch whenever I can. I haven't won one yet. But they actually have people on there once in a while, like the guy from the Earth2IO Meta, that group from Reddit, and he does $100 giveaways. So the giveaways aren't small at all. They're really cool. Anyway, Javier goes on to ask if they will program games like paddleball, go-karting circuits, or shooting galleries, or other similar games for us to buy and offer anyone who wants to play. I'm sorry. Yes. Are there going to be games for us to buy and offer for anyone who wants to play? Now, a bit to go over here. Most likely, the things he's talking about is probably things that people are going to build. Shooting ranges will probably be one of my favorite things. Any veteran would love to come in here and shoot for free. Gun range memberships are usually several hundred a year, and not including the cost of ammo, the time it takes to clean your weapon to use, weapons after use, and the general addiction to it. So since I'm going to have boat racing on my tiles in Brazil, I'm sure someone can build a go-kart racing track next to mine. What would be really cool is if we were able to build a bridge over the river that I own so that the go-kart racing is going on above the boat racing one, and we would just see people fall off one track onto the other. So thanks, Javier, for that idea. I'm totally going to steal it. A paddleball is something that should be pretty easy to build. It's just paddle, ball, and some string. Should be but I'm not sure there'll be competitions for it. There might be, who knows, but there will probably be in-game records for that type of thing. Let us all remember that SpongeBob Dirty Bubble episode where he tries to hit the paddleball 1,000,000 times in a row. Speaking of records, I'm sure there will be an internal record-keeping system as well. Battle records for Warring Worlds, sports events records, and even how long it takes for someone to build something, build buildings. I'm not sure that if that will be a matter of public record in the game, or where it'll just be recognized within those who've witnessed it, or if everything will be recorded. Now, it would take a lot of storage to record everything. Again, it's a virtual world, so I don't think that's possible, but that's something I'd like to do for my property and my places in case there's a photo finish of a race. I'd like to be able to look back, take a closer look, and see who actually won. As far as other mini games in there that we might be able to buy, like let's say we go to this tile, and let's say Earth 2 owns this tile, and say, oh, do you want to play Pac-Man on this tile in virtual reality? Maybe that's something that we could buy. Maybe that's something we could do. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. If anyone remembers when the Nintendo Wii first came out, you were actually able to play Star Fox on that Wii, and it was an amazing high def. It was beautiful. It was a little laggy, though. Just my opinion. Moving on. User Sava Milojevic asked, do we need materials? Will they be necessary to build structures? Materials will be essential to building what we want, especially if it's to be able to build other structures that can mine materials faster. However, Sava does bring up a good point. Will there be any freebies? Technically, the resources we will get will spawn for free, so we may not need to buy any of those resources that are out there. Even if we only have access to a few resources on our tiles, remember, we can go and collect resources on other people's tiles as well. If there is a few resources we just haven't gotten yet on our side of the world and are hard to come by, even then you still might not have to buy them. On the marketplace, I'm sure there will be a trading system as well, 2 wood for a brick or 1 milk for 5 oil, etc. Just things like that. Whew. There could be even a barter system as well. My friend Mark is a veterinarian, and he barters with his mechanic. So he gives his mechanic cat free dental care, and in return, anytime he needs to take his car into the shop, his mechanic takes care of him. I can imagine that the first few women who start to play this game will get a bunch of guys to simp real hard on them and just give them resources just for hugs and attention. Everyone press F in the chat for our fallen brethren. Shout out to Earth2 Happener for featuring me on his channel and saying he really loves my work. And everyone, Patreon referral code, that means the world to me. But speaking of shout outs, shout out to a few people who have named themselves my biggest fans. Erica with a K, Marcy, Dana, and Andy. Shout out to you guys. Y'all are my bays. And at the same time, like I said, Patreon is fantastic. I love looking at that list. I love watching it grow. And I hope you guys like the songs I do in the beginning. I hope you like seeing your names on there. In the book, and this, I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent here. In the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie? Yeah, it was Dale Carnegie. One of the things he did when his rabbit had rabbits was he said to all the kids in his neighborhood, whoever brings me the most grass, hay, or food for these rabbits, I'll name one after you. And from then on, he learned that names, knowing people's names, having things named after people is what people do. My first company is the Chavez Trading Company. My second company is the Chavez Canto Project. I'm so close to getting 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to name this media company the Chavez something, but it's going to be Chavez. I'm very excited. Thank you guys. Everything means the world to me. Every subscriber, every comment. I think I've so far managed to get to each comment. When I do get to 1,000 subscribers, I will do a charity video thing. I'll let you guys know what that is. My earlier subscribers will know. I love you all. Let me know if there's any questions down at the bottom. Referral code as well. I love you.